Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Ty. Today is Tuesday, July 21st, and this is yesterday's news. Well, we probably could have seen this one coming. I actually thought it had already happened, but Swizz Beatz and Timbaland have officially taken their talents to Apple Music and Beats One. What this means is that you now have the option of listening to Verzuz battles live through the streaming services instead of watching on IG Live. Fans will also now be able to watch the actual video on demand via Apple Music exclusively. And of course, the homie Low-Key has been creating Verzuz cheat sheets for Beats One and Apple Music since maybe not the first one, but very early on in the process. And so that has not changed with the new partnership. And the cheat sheet for the DMX versus Snoop Dogg battle is up now. That battle, of course, takes place tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on IG Live and Apple Music and Beats One. Now, Logic is still retiring from rapping. He didn't change his mind about that, but he is not retiring from the public eye. He announced yesterday that he's inked a new deal with Twitch, which makes him the first musician to do so. But the content that he'll be offering won't be music content. It will actually be gaming related, which is something that he's been doing on that platform for quite a while. In what is being reported as a 7-figure deal, Logic will be hosting a weekly video game live stream starting today at 5 p.m. on his Twitch channel, so check that out. 4 LA-based nonprofits have partnered together to produce an album called Defund The Sheriff, and they've tapped some pretty dope artists to get involved with that. It is a 17-track compilation that was put together by Justice LA, #Schools Not Prisons, Reform LA Jails, and Question Culture. And the project includes music by artists who also double as community organizers, as well as a couple of artists who are currently incarcerated, and some known names, including Vic Mensa, Aloe Blacc, and Lauren Jareggi. I didn't see anything about where the proceeds are going, so I'm assuming that proceeds will go to continue the work that those 4 organizations are doing. But their goal is to raise awareness about how big the LAPD's budget really is and where that money goes, and to motivate their listeners to take action. So y'all check that out. It is streaming now. Less than 3 weeks after the release of Pop Smoke's debut album, fans now have a deluxe version of Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. That came out on Monday, and it adds 15 more tracks to the project, which was already 19 tracks long to begin with. But it also brings in some more huge collabs, including Jamie Foxx, Burna Boy, Young Thug, Candy Rock, Queen Naija, and more. That project is available on all streaming platforms now, and a few of the tracks have already garnered over 500,000 streams on Spotify alone since yesterday when the project was released. So kudos to Team Victor and all the people that are keeping Pop Smoke's legacy alive. Denzel Washington is set to star opposite Julia Roberts in a new drama for Netflix. The film is called Leave the World Behind, and it is based on an upcoming book by Rumaan Alam, and will be adapted and directed by Sam Esmail. So Sam Esmail is the guy behind Mr. Robot. He is also the guy behind the series Homecoming, which I think is a either Prime or Hulu original that Julia Roberts started in season 1, and Janelle Monáe is now in season 2, which is streaming now. The film Leave the World Behind is about 2 unrelated families who are forced to interact when Julia Roberts' family rents a house owned by Denzel, and so it examines race and all that other stuff and how people are forced to come together during a traumatic experience, because apparently some shit goes wrong during this weekend when the house is supposed to be being rented. The book Leave the World Behind is due out in October. However, we don't have word on when the film itself will hit Netflix. This is, in fact, the second project that Denzel is producing for Netflix. He is also producing an adaptation of August Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So check for those 2 projects when they come to Netflix. Steve Canals, one of the co-creators of the show Pose, is bringing another piece of LGBTQ+ history to life for FX. This time he will be focusing on the story of a group of closeted psychiatrists who pushed the American Psychiatric Association to change their definition of homosexuality. The limited series is going to be called 81 Words, and it will focus specifically on gay activists Frank Kameny and Barbara Giddings. And it isn't set as far back as one might think. Until 1974, the APA and the American medical community still considered homosexuality to be a mental illness. So this is set in the 70s, y'all. Idris Elba is set to receive the British Film and Television Academy's highest honor in recognition of both his creative contributions to British television, as well as his commitment to championing diversity and new talent. BAFTA announced on Monday that Idris will be presented with their special award during this year's award show, which is actually taking place on July 31st. So kudos to him on that. And lastly, Serena Williams and her daughter are now co-owners of LA's new soccer team, which makes 2 teams for Mama, who also co-owns the Miami Dolphins, and a first for Olympia, who at 2 years old becomes the youngest known owner of a professional team. And it's actually a whole family affair because Serena's husband, Alexis Ohanian, led a group of mostly women investors in their bid to bring a National Women's Soccer League team to LA. It becomes an expansion franchise, making it the 11th team in the NWSL. Other co-owners for the team being nicknamed the just Angel City for right now include actress Natalie Portman and 14 former members of the U.S. National Women's Soccer Team, including Angela Huckles, Saskia Weber, and Mia Hamm. The team will begin playing in 2022, and that's going to do it for me today, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and come back tomorrow for today's news.